In this special episode, I'm recapping some amazing learnings that we picked up at the 2024 InsurTech Hartford Symposium this month. Hi, I'm Miguel Edwards, and I'm the founder and CEO of FiveM. We're a boutique management consulting firm focused on helping small and medium-sized insurance companies with their growth and modernization strategies. This is our YouTube series, and we call it InsurTech Mastery. We'll be discussing industry trends, basic risk management, and executive leadership. If you like those topics, hit the subscribe button for more. As consultants at FiveM, we have to stay current with where the industry is heading. And what better way to do that than to get out of our offices and hit the road? Destination, InsurTech Hartford Symposium. The symposium began with Stacey Brown framing our challenge by quoting Thomas L. Friedman. He said, "Technology is accelerating faster than our ability to adapt." And this stark reminder set us on a path of urgent exploration. And as the founder of a small business, I can tell you that adaptation is not only necessary, it is critical for survival. Governor Ned Lamont continued on with this very same theme, championing the cross-pollination of ideas among us to catalyze innovation. I love that. He shared his conviction that AI is the engine of the future of innovation, particularly in healthcare, life insurance, and even personalized property risk. His stance was also clear. Regulatory bodies should not hamper innovation, but rather they should foster it. And with that, the show is in full swing. One of the most riveting topics that we delved into at the symposium was parametric insurance. It's a type of insurance that is really shaking up the traditional models that we've come to know. Let's break it down a little bit. Back in the early days of my career, I remember my then boss, Manish Shah, sparking my interest in this intriguing concept. He showed me a nascent platform, a very simple Google site, selling parametric policies based on rainfall risk. It was cleverly targeted to events like weddings, where weather could wreak havoc on that very special day. Fast forward 14 years to this symposium, and what was once a niche idea took center stage. And thanks to visionaries like Brian Falchuk and Steve Smith and Oliver Winkenbach, we were able to discuss parametric insurance in depth. So what is it exactly? Well, it's a product that specifies a parameter, a metric, that if met or exceeded, triggers an automatic payout. Think of it as a supplemental policy designed for a very specific risk. In Florida, for example, where weather risk is part of life, it could provide immediate relief after a storm by using wind speed as a parameter, for example. But it's not just about setting a very specific parameter. Parametric insurance requires precise index data sources and a particular measurable event to qualify. This is where technology shines, where remote sensing and data and analytics come into play, enabling the automatic detection and verification of that event and then streamlining the claims process. This simplicity and objectivity makes parametric insurance particularly appealing for new and developing markets where traditional insurance models, they may be too complex or maybe even not feasible. And by focusing on the frequency of an event rather than the severity of loss, it sidesteps all of the lengthy and often contentious processes of assessing damage after the fact. Our speakers discussed the evolution of this product and how it's becoming more accessible and its potential to provide easy to understand coverage for straightforward high frequency events. Parametric insurance isn't just a policy, it's a promise of rapid response when a specific condition is met. And in a world where timing can mean everything, that's really a game changer. Next up, AI. As the governor said, AI is going to drive transformation within the insurance industry. And on that topic, we had the privilege of hearing from industry leaders who are pioneering AI's real-world application in insurance. As a moderator, Keenan Hertz laid the groundwork by discussing AI's potential to revolutionize customer experience and streamline processes. But the real spotlight was on Christian Toft-Nielsen and Heather Wilson. Christian, with a storied career in AI operation, he highlighted the need for a critical link between AI and business strategy. It's not enough to adopt AI, but it's got to be a seamless aspect of a company's overarching goal. And Heather Wilson, whose work at Clara Analytics is at the heart of AI innovation, she brought to life the concept of AI as a company's digital GPS. It's there to assist, to provide direction, and to augment the human element, not to replace it. Both experts emphasized the importance of human-centered design in AI development. AI should serve as a support system, enhancing and elevating the decision-making processes that remain. And at its core, it must be a deeply human endeavor. Furthermore, they talked about governance. Christian and Heather stressed the need for solid frameworks that guide the ethical and responsible use of AI. They envisioned an AI that doesn't just run unchecked, but instead operates within a structure that ensures its benefits are maximized while its risks are mitigated. The conversation then took a turn toward practicality. Kristen urged companies to weave AI capabilities directly into their business strategies, ensuring that every investment in technology drives them closer to a business objective. Similarly, Heather added that the focus should be on AI with use cases with tangible financial opportunities, underpinned by strong key performance indicators. So what's the takeaway from these AI visionaries? It's that AI in insurance isn't just about the tech, but it's about the people, it's about the strategy, and it's about the governance. It's about crafting a future where technology serves us, making our work more impactful, our decisions more informed, and our industry more innovative. Next up, IoT. And if there's a force that's ever reshaping the landscape of property risk assessment and management, it is the Internet of Things. We had an illuminating session that brought the impact of IoT in insurance into very sharp focus. The conversation on stage, led by Susan Winkler, she steered toward the transformative potential of IoT in smart building applications. The panel, which included Bobby Schaefer, Kristen Vienna, and Mark Sheave, delved into how IoT is not just changing the game, but it's actually redefining it. Imagine sensors in a building that can detect water leaks before they cause major damage, or systems that monitor structural health in real time, predicting issues before they arise. Bobby Schaefer shared case studies on IoT devices detecting out-of-pattern conditions, serving not just as a safeguard, but as a preemptive strike against potential risks. Christina Vienna brought to us how data collected by these devices is essentially gold dust for insurance companies. This data, when analyzed, gives us a far more nuanced understanding of risk profiles, leading to more accurate pricing and policies tailored to individual characteristics of a property. But however, a burning question remained for me. Who owns this treasure trove of data? A casual encounter with Mark Sheave in the lunch line led to a revelation. I asked him, and he told me that the data's ownership rests with the insured, but the onus is upon them to leverage this information and improve their risk management practices and their insurance risk profiles. So what does this mean for us? It's a call to arms to embrace IoT, to use it not only as a tool for risk prevention, but also as a means to empower clients. They can own their data, understand their risks better, and potentially enjoy more favorable insurance outcomes. The implications are vast. And for the insured, it's about taking control. And for insurers, it's about an opportunity to innovate in product offerings, customer engagement, and risk mitigation strategies. This segment of the symposium showcased IoT's starring role in the future of insurance. It's a future where we're not just watching it unfold, but we're actually actively participating in it. Then I had the privilege to lead a workshop that hit close to home for many of us in the InsurTech world. I talked about an alternative approach to digital transformation that doesn't start with a core system strategy, but with something far more flexible and foundational. In our industry, traditional core systems have been the bedrock of operations, managing policies, claims, and billing. They're integrated, they're robust, but let's face it, they also come with a pretty significant cost, long timelines, and quite a bit of complexity. So where else could we focus? Well, in our workshop, we turned our gaze toward an agile contender, cloud-based data strategies, and integration architectures. Look at these numbers, folks. Some companies spend years implementing or simply upgrading their core systems. But what if that time was invested in executing a data strategy in the cloud and preparing your company for the future? We explored how prioritizing a data strategy can empower transformation, offering a new level of agility beyond core suite limitations. And with the right data governance, architecture, and tooling, insurers can rapidly innovate and create these new opportunities. And then there's the cloud, of course. It's not just a buzzword anymore, right? It's a catalyst for change. Embracing cloud-based integration means connecting systems and data in ways that were previously unimaginable. Perhaps including an accelerated pathway even to implementing a modern core suite solution. By adopting API-led connectivity and event-driven architecture, we can create a unified interface for our operations, opening doors to microservices that can scale and evolve as quickly as we do. We can't overlook the no and low-code revolution. It's democratizing software development, enabling those with deep business knowledge to deliver tech solutions rapidly, and most importantly, aligning with business objectives. This is about higher output, faster time to market, and reducing the shadow IT by leveraging tools that speak not only just the language of business, but also to no and low code application. Sure, there are challenges, there's performance, there's integration, there's customizations, there's security, but by establishing a robust governance framework, these hurdles can be transformed into stepping stones instead toward a more agile and responsive organization. It's about identifying opportunities and aligning strategies and executing pilot projects that bring us closer to an elastic, more modern infrastructure. That workshop laid the groundwork for a strategic pivot toward a more nimble and data-driven future. But how does this look in practice? It's one thing to talk about change, but it's another thing to be in the throes of it, shaping the very fabric of our industry with data at the helm. To continue that conversation, I had the incredible opportunity to sit down with two of the brightest minds driving this transformation. Jamie Warner, known for her acumen in marrying technology with business needs, and Arlind Mucaj, whose foresight into data's potential has catalyzed growth and product innovation. In a session that was as enlightening as it was candid, we dissected the data opportunity before us. We didn't just talk about the what and the why, but we delved a little bit into the how. That was such an amazing and inspiring conversation. So as we close a chapter on an enlightening journey through the 2024 edition of InsurTech Hartford Symposium, I want to take a moment to reflect on the incredible insights that we've gathered. From Stacey Brown's powerful opening invoking Thomas L. Friedman to the clarion call of Governor Ned Lamont urging us to innovate with AI, we have been inspired to look beyond the horizon. The deep dive into parametric insurance and the practical application of AI, the transformative potential of IoT and smart buildings, and the vital discussions around the future of data and cloud strategies, these weren't just sessions, these were conversations that are molding the future of our industry. The workshop I led and the insightful discussion with Jamie and Arlind afterwards underscored a pivotal shift in our approach to technology and data and insurance. It's clear that our journey toward innovation is paved with robust integration of cloud-based strategies and the agility offered by no and low-code solutions, and the empowerment of data ownership and governance. To all the thought leaders, the innovators, and the visionaries, for all who shared their perspectives, thank you. Your expertise and foresight continue to drive us forward. And to you, our viewers, thank you for joining me on this recap of the InsurTech Hartford Symposium. Your passion for growth and modernization in insurance technology, that's what fuels this series. Before we part ways, I invite you to hit that like button if you found value in this discussion, and subscribe for more if you want to hear more about what we're talking about decoding industry trends and unlocking the secrets of executive leadership in tech. If there's a specific topic you're curious about, or some questions from our recap that sparked your interest, please leave a comment below. Your input is really the catalyst of our content. Until we meet again, stay curious, stay innovative, and continue to master the art of InsurTech. Farewell.